Alright, today I want to talk a little bit about the UNLV Running Rebels. Senator Harry Reid, the senator from Nevada, he held a news conference, and I guess he's saying that the UNLV mascot is a symbol of, I guess, racism and oppression. So he's calling for the removal of the mascot. They changed the mascot a couple of years ago, I think back in the 70s or something. And, well, I think anyway that it do kind of look like a Kentucky Colonel or something like that. It do kind of resembles something like that. So, but they saying that is like some guy out of some character from the Wild Wild West. But anyway, they put that rebel name on top of the logo, you know, and if you look at it, it do kind of look like a colonel, you know, some picture that depicts the Kentucky Colonel or something like that. Not necessarily the Kentucky Colonel, but anyway, like some character from the South or something like that. So anyway, so Senator Reid, the senator from Nevada, he's asking for it to be removed. But here in Nevada, it's like racism wasn't really a big thing here in Nevada. I mean, until about the 40s, I think, when the casinos, some of the big casinos started being built. And the story goes that this lady, Virginia Hill, she was the girlfriend of Bugsy Siegel. She's, I guess, pushed segregation here in Las Vegas. And Bugsy Siegel, as you may know, is a Jewish guy. And racism, as we know on a national level, according to the history books, racism didn't really exist in Europe. And it only started here in this country because blacks, they had slaves here. Blacks had white slaves here in this country. So, I mean, what was the oppression there? As far as blacks, you know, blacks being oppressed. But what happened was, after the Civil War, I think in 1890s, this guy, Booker T. Washington, he wrote the Atlanta Compromise, which basically outlined the Jim Crow laws. So it was the black guy who instituted the Jim Crow laws. Booker T. Washington, Atlanta Compromise. He laid that down, and now blacks are saying, "Oh, we are being oppressed." Yeah. It was a black guy who done it. And as you may know, like I said before, they had black slave masters here in this country. And a lot of the blacks after the Civil War, although they probably lost a lot of money, I mean, but still in all, they still had power and stuff like that and prestige. I I think blacks need to look at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves who's really oppressing them. You know, we in this country, we don't really have the support of a lot of the black elites, and we're gonna have to look at that. You know, to say, are other blacks oppressing us? You had black slave masters. Yeah, black slave master was oppressing other blacks, and they was oppressing whites too, because they had white slaves.